I am Sarah B, and this is Just Be Tarot. I am doing a live general reading for the collective. That's all zodiac signs for this week. I hope you guys had a good weekend. I hope everything you wanted came true. I hope you guys are in good spirits and that you are doing well, most importantly. I am shuffling for the collective, and this is a timeless reading. So whenever you run into this reading, it is meant for you to see, but it is timeless. Right now we are in the week following Valentine's Day. Actually, it is President's Day, but I'm not going to celebrate that because, well, I have my reasons. So, anywho, shuffling for the overall energy. So I'm going to pull a couple cards from this deck and pull a couple cards from another deck. Thank you. Okay, so in this one we have like yin and yang just fell out. So that's a mirrored reflection of your partner. It could mean twin flame energy. It could mean a balance of something, or you're trying to balance something. Well, I feel like a lot of you are trying to find a balance or some kind of unity within a situation. Let's see what else we have. Here, what else do we have from this deck for the collective? I'm also feeling that you're looking for alignment. To be on the same page as a person, or knowingly you're on the same page with somebody and to move forward with that. We also just have energy. Okay, so now energy is power, and energy is in all of us. And sometimes we give our power or our energy and we place it in places it doesn't belong. Sometimes that energy lies in situations that are not where they should be. Sometimes we get distracted with things. Sometimes we have to call our energy back to become in alignment with what we know to be true, to become more in align with our futures, our paths. And this card even says, call your energy back to you. So if you don't feel like you are like your energy has been depleted, like your energy has been exhausted lately, then it's time to build that energy again. And I do feel like it might get easier. I feel like it might get harder before it gets easier. But I do feel like there is, especially when it starts getting lighter out, and here in the United States we'll get our daylight savings time back, and the year starts to progress with spring coming, and everything starting to bloom. um, we'll start to get that energy back up. We'll be able to go outside and start to ground ourselves. Grounding is really important. There's so much energy that the earth holds that is really important to go outside and take advantage of that. Um, look at just look at the earth like it's. I was talking to my grandkids, and I was telling them there's way down in the core of the earth. It's like, there's liquid earth, and it's just so far down. And I was like, and all that energy comes up to us. Look at the crystals that are developed over thousands of years that we have in all of us have in our homes, no, most of us. And you know, it's so important to go back to that, to just go out into nature, see what you can find, see what it holds. Um, Go look at something new and different. And even if you go to the same park or the same place that you've always gone to because it's a safe place for you, look at it with new eyes. Really take in maybe the wildflowers, the animals that you hear, the the smells, and you're guaranteed to find something new each and every time you go to this spot. It's just about letting it in and discovering. Um, but yes, so I do feel like there is a balance we're looking for this week. I do feel like there is a togetherness that we really want to find. You might be collaborating with somebody, um, but we're really looking to balance our energies to to get back and be more centered, and to get that energy that's been depleted and bring it back to us, and raise the energy, because once it does start getting light, once you do start feeling more like yourself, you're going to want to be able to explore these energies. You're going to want to be able to be excited about it. And if your energies are low, then you may not want to or be able to. So if you work on that now, raising your energy and your vibrations, that's going to come back to you. And you're going to be prepared for what this spring and this summer or have in store for you. All right, now I'm going to pull a couple from this deck, this oracle deck. See what's going on here. As I was told to by Spirit, said go to this one. Okay. Do we have anybody on from? How are you guys on the TikTok? I'm paying attention to you too, guys. I do love my YouTube so much, but I do love my TikTok viewers too. They often ask questions as well. So it's really cool to get both of you guys involved. Both sets of people watching. Oops, there go. Oh, we got a couple coming out. Hold on, let me pick that up. Now, usually I don't. Oh my gosh, there was 5 that came out. So I usually don't read these oracle cards in reverse. To be totally, you've never seen me do it. Just doesn't happen. But I was just told to look at these cards and keep them in reverse because that's how I picked them up. And we have the universe and fulfillment of wishes. And what I heard was having more trust that the universe is going to bring you exactly where you need to be. You feel like nothing's going your way. You feel like you've been, I heard the word shattered. Um, but you have to trust the process. Um, and what that process is, only universe knows, only your higher power knows. But right now, it doesn't look like you are getting or connecting with your desires. You don't feel connected with the universe, so how can you trust something that you're not connected with? But trust is the key word here. Trusting that the universe has your back. Trusting that wherever you need or are supposed to be, that's where the universe is going to take you. Now, I just heard some of you may have been manipulating an outcome, which is why maybe your wishes aren't coming true, because maybe you um tried to manipulate or give an ultimatum to, or try to control a situation. And those things, when you try to control a situation or try to manipulate a situation, they don't last. Because ultimately, if you say or try to fix something to be the way you want it, it's oftentimes the other thing doesn't want to be there, or it wasn't meant to be. And we know that the universe is all about the way things are meant to be. Alignment, like we said earlier. Everything that happens is for your greatest good and others' greatest goods. Because you're not the only one involved always in a situation. So, this lack of trust in the universe might be because of self-sabotage. You can't trick the universe. Okay, now the other three cards, we have hope, heart chakra, and authority. Okay, so I do see a lot of love and hope for love. Maybe you're calling in love, or you're trying to give your heart to somebody. And no, you shouldn't give up hope. But that doesn't mean you should manipulate. When you have hope, that's when you're relying on the universe to lead you where you're supposed to be. Now, I do feel like this has something to do with somebody important. This person might be older. This person might be a father. a father figure, a boss, a breadwinner. So this might be the person you're putting hope in. Maybe you're trying to open your heart to understand their beliefs with this heart chakra. Understand that the way they work, to understand what they're thinking, the way they love. Um, if it's a father figure, they might be stuck in their ways. And a lot of times children don't understand how they could think a certain way or say a certain thing. This is about accepting without limitations. Understanding that, life has brought them this far, and they're not at from a time when they're going to keep an open mind and an open heart and an open spirit. And saying stuff like that to them is falling on deaf ears. They have lived life, they've learned what they've learned, they've done what they've done. And we might not like everything, but remember, they're not us. We can break those ancestral damages. We can be better. But don't disregard your parents' love for you. Sometimes we have to just accept them for who they are, good or bad. Now, you can walk away if this person was mistreating you or you need to set boundaries. I'm not saying coddle them and stick with them. I'm saying acceptance. Accept who they are. And if you need to place boundaries on that, if you need to walk away from a situation, then that's what you have to do to guard your heart. But that needs to be recognized. And if you're loving somebody and accepting somebody for exactly who they are, then you're doing the right thing. And then we can change the next generation. We can rid people or the next generation and ourselves of that ancestral damage. Okay, so let's move on to tarot. I feel like that was a pretty deep overall energy. And that was what we have for this week. So let's go ahead and shuffle for some tarot. Now, I am open to pulling cards for the collective. If you have a question, I'll pull 2 cards for you for an answer. So, like I said, if you have any questions and you feel like you're guided to communicate with me, please don't hesitate to do so. And, yeah. Okay, so there is definitely an energy coming towards you. Yeah, an energy coming towards you quickly. And you're going to have this, it could be a Cancer, this is their card, coming towards you quickly. And I say quickly because of this Knight of Swords energy. And this Knight of Swords energy is very fast energy coming towards you. Messages, guidance, You might become more focused on a situation. You might be receiving downloads, getting ideas. Um, I was just told to look at this horse's, and I never noticed that. The eyes, like, looks like worried. Like, I'm going so fast. I'm a little worried at this point. So I do feel like these messages are going to come in like really, really quickly. And the chariot is also an energy of messages coming in quickly, or an energy coming towards you quickly. An energy can be, I mean, it could be a situation, it could be a person, it could be a job offer, but something is, the universe is guiding something towards you, or maybe you're being guided towards something. Take it as it resonates. Um, very quickly. And like I said, it's like you're going to have this download or this idea or this focus, or maybe you're going to give somebody a message, or a message is coming in for you. And it's going to be coming in really, really soon. That's giving you the go ahead to pursue something, to move forward on something. But again, it's about trusting your higher power, because this charioteer does not have any reins. Trusting the universe on where they're bringing them, trusting that they're going to end up in the right situation because they listened to the downloads, they accepted the messages, and now they're moving forward and pursuing. Okay, now this may seem overwhelming to you. With this Two of Pentacles energy. You might seem overwhelmed. You might seem like a million parts are moving at the same time. And what do I pay attention to first? I have all these things in my head. What do I listen to first? If I have all these messages and downloads, what do I pay attention to? How do I sort it out? Okay, like that's not uncommon. And especially in this day and age, because there's so much we can receive messages on or through. There's so much surrounding us that it's like, what do I pay attention to first? I just got that a feeling of uneasiness. I was told to look at the waves in the background. Like, you might feel like you're like you might go through very highs, like highs and lows. Your opinions might change left and right about a situation, ups and downs. Will they or won't they? Will I or won't I? But there is something that you are holding on to or want to hold on to. This could be a material item. Let's see. This could be a home you're trying to hold on to. Trying to figure the best way to hold on to a home or a living situation or stability. But I'm seeing that you may not have the tools to work on it. You might not have the coping skills to make the situation stronger. Now this is like the Four of Wands talks mainly about stability. It also talks about marriage or relationship. But like in all of those things, trust, in all of those things, you have to have stability. It starts with a foundation. And while you want to hold on to it, there's not enough tools to tackle it, to tackle the job. You have to work for it. You have to want to work for it. And if you're not working for it, it's not going to work. You're not going to get that stability that you've been longing for. No matter how hard you hold on to it, you have to want to work for it. You have to want to, go for that promotion. You're going to have to want to put in the time. You're going to want to have to go to therapy. You're going to have to want to sacrifice. So some of you might be called into that energy this week of creating better stability for yourself and your family. Oof. Oh my gosh. Okay, so while we have, oh my gosh, what are you people? Somebody in your energy does not want, is being tricky. I don't like that energy. They might be trying to get away with something. They might be stealing your ideas or telling people, maybe taking the credit for something. But justice is going to be served. This person could be lying. This person doesn't want you to win. But justice will be served to them. Now, this could have to do with maybe somebody did you dirty. Maybe somebody maybe you have a court order going on, or something is happening in the court system, and you have taken somebody to court or something along those lines, and you're getting justice for it. For some people, it's like almost like they were robbing you, or something along those lines, and justice is going to be served. For some of you, this could look like divorce or separation. And they're going to try to get more than they deserve or more than they put in. But again, justice will be served in this situation. Whatever this looks like for you, you're going to come out the winner. All right, Spirit, what else do we have? for our collective. This one? Oh no. You're not feeling like your shining, beautiful self. Um, you might have had some kind of struggle over the weekend and it's coming into this week. But I feel like there's something off. Maybe you received bad news. You may feel like you don't have a lot of options. You might have found out the truth about something and you're struggling with it. Let's see what Spirit has with this Seven of Cups in reverse. Spirit, what do you mean? Thank you. Something from the past might be brought up. Might be coming back to you. I feel like there's this, like you're unfocused. You're unfocused. You might be ready for a vacation, is what I just heard. Hello, Garcia, how are you? You might be ready for a vacation, or you might be separated from someone. But I do see that there's a new journey beginning. You are definitely unfocused. You are not able to concentrate at all right now. You feel like you could just run away from a situation if you were able to. I feel like there's a depression here. This could have to do with somebody from the past, or somebody from the past is going to come back, or something from the past is going to come back. This could. But yeah, there is definitely like a little bit of depression here. Garcia, what can I do for you? I hope you don't mind that I'm calling you Garcia, but I don't want to call you M either. Okay. Yeah, something has got you. You're having trouble being able to get a situation out of your head. You're in a mental prison right now, and I feel like you're not taking anybody's advice. Sure, what message do you want? I'm pulling two cards, Garcia, for a question. So yeah, I feel like there's people are coming trying to give you advice, trying um to put their 2 cents in. However, they're not in your situation and they don't know. So your mind is spinning because you don't want to tell them you love these people, and you're just like, you know what, I get that you're trying to help me, but you're also like, you don't know. You have no idea what the situation involves. So I just feel like you're being hesitant to take anybody's advice right now, um, because of so many thoughts reeling in your head. I feel like you don't know which way is up right now. Like I said, I've got a feeling of being unfocused. Okay, what is this message, Garcia? I am shuffling for you. What is this? Oh, geez. Okay, I do feel like you're unfocused on a situation. That this is it's like you're learning every day or almost trying to forget. Um, let's pull another card. I get that you don't want to talk to them. I feel like messages aren't being. Oof. Are you tempted by somebody else? I feel like you're chained, and that's what could be the financial constraints. Chained to this person with these change here. I feel like you could be tempted by somebody else, or there's something might be something else going on with another person. Um, but yeah, this person isn't your person anymore. But I do feel like you've tried to bring up this conversation with this person many times and you've gotten nowhere. Either something's happened or you've just you thought it wasn't the right time, or you just were got scared. But not that you're asking for my opinion. No, I'm not going to say because it's not you're not asking for my opinion. But um I do understand because you have to find it's so hard to find a new place right now. It's so expensive out there. It is so expensive. So it is tough, but um it's well, I was just going to say that it's not fair. It's not fair to I mean, yes, you're helping her out financially too. Let's not get it twisted. Okay? It's not just she's helping you out financially. You're helping her. To get a new roommate is not easy. So, right, a roommate. Um, so it's like you're helping her just as much. And I'm not trying to defend you for, staying there because of a financial situation, but you're helping her just as much as she's helping you. Um, but it's like, is it fair? Is it fair does she know? Like, I mean, that discussion should at least be had. That you're not energetic, you don't feel energetically connected to her anymore, and that I feel like this is a roommate situation and whatever. Oh, that's tension. That's tension. And that's terrible. I'm sure you try to be by yourself as much as you can. Yeah, that's not an easy circumstance. But for your own health and well-being, there's no other living situation you can imagine or afford. Ugh, I'm sorry, Garcia. That's a tough thing. And I feel like there's so many people right now going through so many changes and that they're exactly like you. They don't know what to do because it's terrible financially out there. You can't just pick up and jump into an apartment unless you've got money to do so. And of course they want first and last month's rent and a security deposit. So it's not always financially, um, you're not able to do it financially. Thank you, Garcia. Thank you for um, joining. It really does mean a lot, and um, I do thank you for joining in. I'm sending out positive energy to you. Okay? Thank you so much. Yeah, like I said, it's there's so many people out there that are in the same situation as Garcia. Like they just don't know. Um, they stay with people because they can't afford to get out of a situation financially. You know what? They're not the first person I've heard that from, and they're not going to be the last. So, I mean, people in my personal life, same stuff. All right, so let's continue to clarify for the week. Let's see what else we have going on. Okay, so we have the star just came out. So that's a wish fulfillment. Okay? Um Now we had something along that line, fulfillment of wishes in reverse. Hold on a second, I just dropped the card. Down this way. Okay, so the star is wish fulfillment, essentially. Now we have this fulfillment of wishes in reverse for the overall energy. So it makes me feel like for some of you, yes, you're going to need to connect with your higher power. You're going to have to revisit. I feel like there's downloads that you need to bring in. But for others of you, you are highly connected at this point. For others of you, you are um, really working on your situation. You are raising your energy. You are trying to um, get to where you need to go. For some of you, you're right on target. You're right on the correct path to, you're getting the help you need. You're reaching out to people. You believe in the alchemy that's happening behind the scenes. That, the universe is working on, and things are going to be coming to you um, with this in this situation. Things are going to be coming into your energy. So for some of you, things are going to be happening exactly as you want to because you've been putting the work in. You've been working hard. You've been manifesting. You've been setting your goals. You've been, working on yourself. Maybe you've been hermiting. Maybe you've been journaling, trying to fix the things that have sabotaged you before, changing your cycles, ending cycles is more like it. Hold on, I just dropped something. Okay, so there is something here that you're not ready to give up on. Okay, and you're fighting for it, but you're also able to be the type of person who lives independently, who is able to create their own path, to do what they want to do, you're established. You're the Nine of Pentacles. You're independent. You don't need anybody else's help. But there is something that you're fighting for. Something that you go to war for over and over and over again. You're hurt. You're tattered. You're wounded. But yet you believe time and time again that this is supposed to be. This is a cycle for some people. This is what I'm talking about. This is the cycle that I'm talking about. Going back, constantly getting hurt, and doing it all over again because things don't change. Even though you don't have to. This is an independent energy who is stuck in a cycle. And it's like, I mean, that's your choice. It's free will. But when are they going to choose you? I mean, you're choosing them. You're choosing to fight for them each and every time. All right, so let's move on. We are moving on here. Okay, we're going to go into this deck. And then we'll get some messages, other messages from Spirit through another deck. I do like this deck a lot. So I like the opportunity to use it with you guys when I go live. Let's see if... Okay, so I do have a question. Oh my god. Well, what is that? Before I go into this other deck, I see Riri has a question. Does Gabe miss me? So I hope you're still out there, Riri, for this question. Okay? Does Gabe miss Riri? What do we have? Does Gabe miss Riri? Gabe. Oop. Okay, I feel like Gabe might be stuck in a cycle here with this Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I feel like he might be taking a... He's going in the wrong direction. He's taking... He might even be trying to, while he's stuck in his cycle, I feel like he's trying to also fix what... He's taking the lessons, is what I'm hearing. Taking the lessons from experiences and things that may have hurt you, or things that you might have pointed out to him, or something along those lines, and trying to make changes in themselves. But right now they see that they were in a cycle. Okay, and they're trying to make that change with this hermit energy of going into themselves, being introspective, being insightful, trying to get the coping skills to make the big changes that is going to make a relationship better, either with you or with someone else. But they're trying to make some big changes. I feel like you guys were connected in a way that you're able to discuss that with them, perhaps. Okay, and Vitali, what kind of question is that? I think that's more suited for a therapist, but I do feel like you and I hate that I'm saying this, but I feel like you're kind of cold to people and you might be a little bit narcissistic. Okay, with the 6 of Rods energy and the Queen of Swords. Okay, so um Queen of Swords is somebody who is very able to cut somebody off easily. Somebody who it might is very blunt and honest, but it might seem like they are giving the cold shoulder or just being rude. Some people mistake their honesty for being rude. And with the 6 of Wands, it's like somebody has placed you on a pedestal, or you're placing yourself on a pedestal and think that you're better than everybody else. This is ego. Um, so are you a sociopath? Wouldn't go right to sociopath. Maybe a little bit narcissistic, maybe cold towards people sometimes. Um, but you might want to get counseling on that if you really truly want to make some changes. All right, Vitaly, I hope that helped. Okay. What else do we have? Oh, I wanted to pull from that other deck. Okay. 27. Oh, I opened right to it. We have runes. Look for inspiration, validation, and messages through written words and symbols. Runes evolved from the ancient letters of an early language called runic alphabet dating back to 140 CE. There were different versions of runic alphabet, mostly Norse and Germanic, and these alphabets were more than simple letters. So specific symbols also represented an idea or powerful force that was invoked by writing the symbol. The word rune means both letter and secret or mystery. Each rune has a name that contains its connection to sound and its specific quality or power, some very positive and others direct in their warnings. Traditionally carved into stone, bone, or wood, the shapes have generally primitive look, which is still represented in the 24 runes used today. There are messages and insights contained in the symbols of language, just as they are in ancient runes. Like the ancestors, the symbol messengers offer wisdom and knowledge that is of value. This message invites you to explore the auspicious nature of language, pictures, patterns, and words in your life. Okay, so look for messages, downloads. Just as sequential numbers can alert you to information, the synchronicity of letters, symbols, or words may hold deeper meaning for you at this time. The ancient ruins not only provide you a way for humans to interrelate and communicate, but add a magical aspect of words, especially their sounds, with the ability to create reality. Use this knowledge to examine how language can assist you in manifesting and creating your experience. So, words mean like you're receiving symbols, you're seeing new numbers, but words can mean just as much. Sometimes when I'm meditating, I'll just get one word. And even if I don't know what it means, I'll look it up and see what that has. Sometimes I share it in my channel messages reading because I'll just get one word. And if it doesn't mean anything to you, it might mean something to somebody out there. But I feel like Spirit's saying, pay attention to downloads, and it's not just numbers and um, you know, things like that, but it could also be maybe initials. Maybe you see something and it's somebody's initials and they're trying to reach you. Or maybe it's a message about somebody who is trying to reach you. Or if you ask for a sign, you might see something along those lines, something that you would only know. But I don't know. I love this deck. I think it's really cool, and I wanted to share that with you. Right now, we're going to go to Blank Slate and see what they say here. Plan a trip. Didn't I say somewhat along the line here? You might need a vacation. Distract yourself for a while. Yeah. Some of you guys might need a distraction. But like I said, a lot of overwhelming energy. Be open to receive. A lot of people are coming to you with advice, with maybe they've gone through the same situation, or they're coming to you and they, be open to receiving everything, because you never know what's going to resonate with you or what is going to ring that bell and will heal you. So just be open to what you are receiving, and something is going to work. Distract yourself, take up a hobby, whatever that may be. If you have a creative outlet, you might want to use that. But there's a lot of heavy energy right now in the universe, so a lot of people are going through the same thing. Set intentions during new moons and full moons. So make sure you're doing that. If you don't have like a full moon ritual that you do, just be aware that it's a full moon or a new moon. For a new moon, you set intentions so that in the following 14 days, those intentions can be realized. So, even if you don't believe in it and you don't believe in the really strong energy that the moon has, then you know what? If you do it, it won't hurt. And when you find that, the moon energy is working in your favor, and it might not be the results you want it to be, but like I said, keep an open mind. Stay open to receive, because it might be something better. Forgive them if possible. So that's a message for somebody. Maybe you need to work on forgiveness. There's a lot of people, in our lives that we've had to forgive. We're not forgetting what they did or how they treated us, but we had to release our hearts so we could move forward on our path and release that hateful energy. And yeah, if you are carrying it around, it is a hateful energy. It is an energy, negative energy that you are holding on to. And it's going to be harder to proceed on your path if you're still holding on to that. Okay, anything else, Jared? No? Okay, so then we have these messages from your person. So let's see what. Okay. What do we have, Spirit, for? Now this is from the person you're thinking about. When I pull these cards, person you're thinking about, these are messages from them. Okay. Okay, first card is obstacles. Unhealed wounds are blocking forward movement. And again, that could be forgive them. It's blocking either forward movement in your relationship or forward movement of your own path. Either way, wounds need to be healed. They could be childhood wounds. But either way, they need to be examined and looked into before you can move ahead on your path and in your journey. Trust. It is safe to trust in this situation. So if you've been looking for a sign, if you can trust somebody or trust to move ahead with somebody or something along those lines, then this could have been your sign. Boundaries. Firm boundaries are needed now. So setting your intentions with somebody, making yourself loud and clear of what needs to happen, and then really staying planted in those boundaries and not budging. Find time to laugh, goof off, and enjoy each other. So maybe it's time you let your hair down. Like I said, maybe you need to plan a trip. Okay, and for the last two, we have mastery. You've learned the spiritual lesson. And finances. Financial challenges are affecting this connection. So I feel like a lot of people are facing those challenges currently, and it's putting a lot of people through the ringer. So I do hope and pray that that can be figured out sooner or later for all of us. All right, so thank you for hanging out with me and thank you for joining me. Thank you for clicking on like and subscribing to my channel. It is appreciated, and please click on notify. That will let you know when I am posting new readings or lives. So please click on that. And otherwise, I will catch you next time. And I hope next time you are guided to join in on the conversation. And, we'll have fun. All right. Thank you so much. And we'll talk next time. Bye.